Good morning, everybody. How the heck are you today? It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood out here. Enjoying our backyard and our lake. I came out on my third cast this morning and I smashed a keeper. That's been it. Sorry, the glare is killer. Killer. Keith Horns, Adrian White, Scott DeGata, Gary Walters, Tammy Hoover, Robert Meyer, Stephen Eddy, Rumble Seat, John Burrows, Merlin Johnson, what's up, Wiz, Nat Lussey, how's everybody doing this morning? Man, what a beautiful morning. It's cold this morning. I got 3 layers on, and I should have had gloves, and I got a hat with me. I got a hat on. It was, air temp was 37 when I left the dock, about 5:15 this morning. John Burrows told me that water temp was about 62 yesterday. So I'm assuming it's right around the 60 mark. As I was saying, I came out this morning and my first spot I stopped, I think it was my second or third cast. I had a nice keeper walleye on a blade bait. And that's been it. I had one other bite on a swim bait. And that's been it. And I've moved. I started on the North Shore over in Johnson's Bay, give or take, down towards 3 Mile. That's about the 5th gunshot I've heard. Over on the North Shore somewhere. Oh, there goes 2 more. Huh. All of a sudden in the last 5 minutes, I've heard 10 or 12 gunshots on the North Shore. There goes another one. That's odd. Boy, this glare is terrible. I can't see anything. Sorry, guys, I can't see. I can't see. Whatever. Yep, it was chilly out here this morning. It's warming up nice. It's supposed to be in the 60s today and tomorrow. Boy, we got a beautiful stretch of weather coming all the way through next week. As far as the temperatures just kept getting higher and higher. By next week, this time next week it's supposed to be in the upper 80s. I won't miss the Keys anymore because it'll feel like the Keys here. Huh. Man, I wonder what's going on the North Shore. I hope that isn't. That's weird. I hope there's not a shootout on the North Shore. I'll switch you guys around for 1 second so I can actually see what. Oh, that's not much better. Robert Meyer, Stephen Eddy, Jump. Goose. Good morning, John Kronowski. Morning, neighbor. You froze me going up the river. Yeah, it was cold. I had my hood drawn right down tight like this. I really was wishing I had brought gloves with me. Scott G. For some reason, this time of year, they seem to bite early and tight-lipped for about an hour, after about an hour. So I have an alternate plan for after the Earl bite. Mike Horchek, good morning. Stephen Eddy, fun shots or fireworks? I don't know, but there was quite a few shots. Tim Graver, what's up? On my way up now. Good for you. It's going to be a beautiful weekend. I was out by Long Island last year, and a guy was on it shooting at cormorants. Then a DEC boat picked him up. At least it looked like one. I was far away to read it. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen a lot of cormies out here this year. George Parson. Yes, it looks like Memorial Day weekend is going to be spectacular. The long weekend. I hope everybody's doing something fun. Getting together, a barbecue, something. I'll tell you one thing, this morning, I'll bet you no less than 2/3, I always tell you guys about, can't tell where, Jesus. I always tell you guys that if there's any difference in these blade baits, you might just as well reel them in and clean it off and cast it again. I'll bet you well over half of my casts today have had to come back and do it again because it's fouled. It's got a piece of weed on it. It's got a zebra mussel on it, and it seems like I know for a fact that I've had far less casts that have been successfully completed cleanly and jigged all the way back to the boat. I don't know if that's telling me anything. See, it just fouled right there. So that one just rolled over. We have very little wind out here today. It's been west-northwest all morning, very light, 0 to 5. So I don't think there's any leftover current. It did blow pretty hard yesterday, but it doesn't seem to be any leftover current. I think now it's almost out of the north, pushing me right towards the South Shore. I threw the swim bait for a few minutes this morning, and I did get bit on it, and oh, there's one. There's one. Look at this. 2 mornings in a row. Mr. Giant Sunfish has made an appearance. Aren't they pretty? He's not as big as yesterday. He's still a pretty good one. Those big sunnies out here, I'll tell you, they love the blades. It's crazy. And for a second, I thought that was a walleye. He thumped it pretty good, and immediately, you know, when they go sideways like that, there's some. Well, it feels like weight, but there's some heft to them, you know. Larry Melnick, good morning. We had about 20 shorts as you went by us. I went by you this morning, Larry. What area do you think the shots are coming from? Somewhere on the North Shore between Constantia and Cleveland, it sounds like. It's off that way. I can see the Cleveland water tower, so it sounded like it was that general direction. I know there's a gun club up, well, there's a couple gun clubs up there, but I don't think they'd be shooting, and now they've stopped. I don't think they'd be shooting at 7:30 on a Thursday morning. Drop shot, good morning. Which blade we going with today? Same one as yesterday, that Copper Clown. I really don't bring anything with me on the jet ski. I bring 2 rods and whatever's tied on them. Last year I was bringing lures and, you know, in a little box and carrying a bunch of stuff, and so that's the same one I've been using for the last couple of days. And I did get the green machine out and rig a new green machine. If anybody remembers last fall, that was the one that was so killer. Another shot, just dragging on the bottom or just off the bottom, swimming it. And again, I did get bit on it this morning, so it just didn't stick. I preemptively I had premature hook settage. I felt them go tick, and the tip started to go. And I went, ah! I didn't reel up the slack. I didn't do nothing. I'd be like, oh my God, it's a bite. Ah! That's what happens. It's what happens. Aaron, good morning, brother. Glad to have you. Just Paul. Glad you're back safe. It's always nice to get away, but there's no place like home. Nice Sunfish. Yeah, there's a place like home. It's called the Florida Keys. And for every guy that's a fisherman that's watching me, do yourself a favor and go. The amount of fishing that's down there is astronomical. Truly is a fisherman's paradise. Now that wind has switched right out of the north. It just came around behind me, and I'm facing the South Shore right now. It keeps going back and forth like this, northwest, north. I mean, that's what this cold front is. Although the cold front didn't bring any rain with it. I don't know. Did it rain yesterday? A little bit, right? Larry, what boat are you in? I'm sorry, if I would have known, I would have waved. Yeah, these sunnies are awesome. It's funny. I've never came out and tried to target them. I've never come out and tried to, you know, graph them. Oh, this wind's switching all the way around. It's going northeast right at the moment. Now I'm facing back to the west. Isn't that funny? You guys can see by how the sun's just changed direction completely. Bill Gilbert, morning all. Another great day on Night Lake. Wish I was there. Yeah, me too, buddy. So what's everybody doing this weekend? Anything fun? If you're in Central New York, is there anything fun going on? Courtney and I are always looking for something fun to do. Oh, I meant to tell everybody, we put a new video out last night, a full-length video. And we have 3 or 4 more in the queue that are coming in the next, days and week or so. Last night's video, and I'll tell you, it was one of the most fun days I've had this season and probably in the last couple seasons. It was almost fish on every cast. I went looking for crappies that day, and I ended up finding a whole pile of little largemouth, little males, and they were getting ready to spawn, and it was just every cast. And I think that's they weren't the biggest largemouth you're ever going to catch. If anything, they were quite small. I think the biggest one that day was about 13 inches. But man, it was a beautiful spring morning, and it was fun. Man, was it fun. And so I hope everybody enjoys the video. It's nothing fancy. It's nothing, that's full of teaching moments. It's just fun hook sets and fish catches the whole time. There's a bowfin on there that I caught, and a pickerel that morning too is bycatches, although they were all bycatch because I'm looking for crappies. Oh, okay, yeah. Yep, the black and white starcraft. Sorry, I did see that. Aaron, headed to Association Island to camp, kayak fish, and drink some adult beverages. Right on. Wiz is going to be fishing. Bill Gilbert, morning all. I already said that. Jesus Christ, Bob. Rumble Seat, there's a porcupine milking contest in Wampsville. That, if anybody doesn't know where Wampsville is, that doesn't surprise me. That does not surprise me. Chris Bryan, just found out I have a 4-day weekend. Might head up to Lake of the Isles one day and, of course, 1 or 2 days on Oneida. Ah, right on. How nice is that, Chris, that you just found out you have a 4-day weekend? Don't you love surprises like that? Stephen Eddy, the pelican video was super funny. That little mother fluffer wanted my bait, which was what I wanted to feed those tarpon. He was not taking no for an answer. All of a sudden I heard Courtney go, oh, and I knew he was there. There was a couple of them there. I knew he was there. And my nose is running. It's cold this morning. I just did a complete 360. I was watching it when you went live today. Ah, thanks, buddy. Merlin's on the Tisco this weekend. Oh, man, that's awesome. Let me know how you do at Tisco. Yeah, Tigers. Oh, my God, my wife's up this morning already. Drop shot, fishing in Ida Lake every morning and evening this weekend. Right on. I got El Guido Grande. That was out there a long way, wasn't it? Oh, great, you guys mucked up the end of my line. Dooby dooby doo. I keep asking everybody else what they're doing this weekend. I have no idea what we're doing this weekend. I've got all the makings for a great bonfire. And every time I go to say, come on, honey, let's go out and have a fire, I sit down on the couch and I either fall asleep or I got something to doing, or then I just don't feel like it. Although it is nice to sit out there by the fire, and I got a ton of scrap and cardboard from Walleye Fest, and I got like 3 bins full of stuff. Ed Menzel, how you doing this morning, buddy? So definitely one night, and I think maybe I'm going to make some carp bait for this weekend, especially because the boat's not in the water. Maybe I'll make some carp bait and purposely sit out by the fire on one of these beautiful evenings. And yeah, isn't that the truth, Bob? Why is that? Bob says fewer bonfires as you get older. Yeah, I don't know why, honestly. It's pretty low impact. It's pretty low impact. So bonfire and put out the carp rods, maybe the catfish rods, put them all out there. What the hell? I know I had carp rolling all around me this morning over in Johnson's Bay. Ed Menzel, I'm fishing Lake Wallenpaupack Saturday. That's in New Jersey, correct, Ed? I think I just saw a Facebook post that said that showed guys down there on Wallenpaupack with a bunch of walleyes. I know there's muskies in there, right? I don't know about walleyes. That'd be a cool road trip to take. I don't even know where it is, but Atisqua's huge walleyes. Yeah, I know. I've caught them in there. Carp are stacked where I'm at. Yeah. Oh, Northeast PA. Okay. There's one in New Jersey too. There's a big reservoir that I think the guys fish muskies in a lot. The pack is on fire. That's awesome, man. Jim G, little chilly for the jet ski. You ain't kidding, buddy. I'm bundled up this morning. I am bundled up this morning. I'm bundled up and I'm heading in. I want everybody to have a great day today. The weekend, the long holiday weekend is right around the corner. So let's, I don't know what, I assume I'll be out here again tomorrow morning. So I will, I'll see you guys then. Miss anybody? All right. From me to you, have a great day. Be good to yourself. See what happens. You know, I feel a lot better today. My spirits are much brighter this morning. Gonna have a great weekend, one way or another. We're gonna do something, all of us, and just Paul used to have a lot of bonfires, but when you're in bed by 9:30, I'm up at 4:30, so I'm usually I'm usually asleep somewhere by then, but we're gonna break the cycle of being old farts, and we're gonna have a bonfire this weekend. Mark my words. Adrian White, fishing, Saturday fishing, Sunday horseshoe tournament at Henderson Fish and Game Club, and more fishing Monday. So Courtney and I have went to the clam bake they have at Henderson Fish and Game Club end of the summer. Usually go up there and meet my brothers. It's my brother's birthday right around then, my oldest brother, and we usually go up there and meet them and eat as many clams as possible. And I'm in for a clam bake too. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right, everybody, have a great day. I will see everybody tomorrow. You're lucky you can't see my face. Keep your tip up.